Hello there guys, so this was my failed entry for the NYX Face Awards. I will explain why it's failed as we go along. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting on some Olivia pan stick all over my face with my finger because I like the control of my finger more than an application brush, honestly. I do have application brushes, I just prefer not to use them. Now I'm just taking a NYX eyeliner pencil and I am lining my forehead at this angular, angry brow motion, like so. Doesn't really necessarily have to be perfect because I'm gonna fill it in and then I'm just lining down the center of my face, down to the tip of my nose. This, I needed to be more even, clearly, just wiping that up casually. And then I'm just going upwards in a sort of plant line type motion. I'm not really sure how to explain that. And then I'm just adding one in the center as well. Once again, the lines don't have to be extremely perfect, but you do want them in a nice placement. And then I'm just adding some on the sides. I wasn't going for like a symmetry look on either side, so you'll see that in a bit. And then I was doing some swirls here. And then I started shading it in. I shaded it in with a sort of green shade and a NYX standard pencil liner. And then I started filling in those weird shapy things that look like leaves because that's kind of the concept I was going for. Some leafy plant-like things. And then I filled it in with some yellow. And I kind of failed completely at getting the dots in when I was filming. And as you can see, I started filling in my brow bone below these swirly eyebrows. And you can see how it's not really in focus at all because I don't have autofocus on my video settings, so I have to manually focus it, which is why I don't like to do makeup tutorials very often, honestly. I need to upgrade my camera, but I'm just going in and filling in with some yellow and some green in that spot, and I'm filling in some more greeny tealy shade in the center of my brow bone. And then I'm just patting some white eyeshadow on the outside of my eyes so they don't crease from the Olivia pan stick. And then I'm just lining the top part of my line, or my eyeballs, my eyelids, and then the bottom part. And then I'm just filling this in, as you can see, more than likely, since this video is in front of your eyes. And I stuck on some black, and then I'm just lining this inside part of my eye and winging it around town. Winging some thingies on the outsides out. I don't know what to call them, kind of like thorny things. That's what I was going for. And then I just kind of lined those two little parts right there, as you just saw. And what the fuck are freaking fuck, duck, quack, moose, false lashes? I'm just going to draw them on with liner. And then I'm just going to fill in the side of my face with some of that green shadow stuff and then there's some teal shadow that I'm blending in there. And then using the same dark green, I'm just going along the corners of the underside of my neck, will face that part that I'm shading, and then I'm dusting those edges with some more of that tealy shade. And then I'm lining this, clearly, with that green liner, again, coming in with that. Oh, I also added some yellow to the bottom of my eyes. I think that was a part that failed filming completely. And then I'm just putting in some black that I shaded in there, and then I have like that teal shadow, and I'm just kind of going over that green because it's not dark as I want it. So I'm just shading that in. Shady, shade, shade, shade. Still shading it in. That concentration face is very concentration-y like. And then putting some yellow here to make it pop out some more. And then I'm lining my lips with a NYX lip liner. Yeah, they have a black lip liner. I was quite thrilled. It's the only black lip liner I use. I like the NYX one a lot. It's also waterproof, so it stays on really well. Shameless promotion for some awesome lip liner. I like to fill in all my lips with it, and then I just cover it with a lipstick. This is actually a plum lipstick, but it does justice. And then I just go along the outside of my lipstick, and here's another part where it was not focused at all whatsoever. Disappointed. And I touched that up with some foundation, and I'm just kind of going in with some like glitter stuff. I don't know. I don't even know what brand this is either. I also should have touched up the bottom part of my lipstick. It's like a gel glitter stuff for your eyes. It's sparkly, so it's beautiful, and it goes on my face, so my face can have sparkly fabulousness. Yes. And then I stuck it in this part of my eye as well. Don't know what part that would be, but you see it. And then I started shading in my neck. This was actually really difficult. I had grave difficulties getting the angle on myself. I am ambidextrous too, so I could have swapped hands, which would probably make it a lot easier. I'm gonna do that next time. But I winged this whole makeup style. This was actually the very first time I did this. But I definitely, for my entry next year, I'm gonna plan it a lot better. I didn't actually have much time to do this. My friend Riza is a Fox here on YouTube. She actually is the one who directed me to this contest, and I didn't actually know it existed, surprisingly enough, since my makeup artist idols online that I watch myself also, they've entered this in the past, and for some reason I'm just completely oblivious to this until now. But thank you, Riza. You are a babe. And she actually entered in this contest, and she did a wonderful makeup tutorial. So I'm gonna link that for you guys in the description, because she's wonderful, and you should go check her out. I put in some darker blue inside this black shade that I just shaded in, and then I just added some yellow to it, and then I'm just kind of doing this thing on my collarbones because I thought it looked interesting, so I did it. That's how art happens. And I did this swooshy thing, so it went at that angle, and then kind of brought it around, as you see there. And then I'm adding some blue into it. Yeah, I had some really cool ideas for like generalized neck and shoulder makeup, except for I don't have an airbrusher, and those are expensive, but it would be a lot of fun to be able to use one of those and do full-on theatrical makeup with an airbrusher. But yeah, I compensated with some shadow and stuff because that works too. It's just, if I wanted to cover more ground and make myself look extremely plant. And then I just kind of went in with the NYX Twist Up liner. I don't know why I used the Twist Up one here, and oops. I don't know why I used a Twist Up one here instead of the pencil one I was using earlier. Don't question my usage of makeup stuff. I just put stuff places and grab what's handy. Whatever works, right? I mean, this is clearly working. Mine is the part where it kind of broke, but now I'm just doing a circle thing. And now I'm doing more circle things. Yay, circle thing. Oh, here's another circle thing. Now I have neck balls. By that, I was actually meaning eyeballs. I just said neck balls. Oh my goodness. There's another one. I have a disease, guys. I have a disease. Someone call the doctor. Get the ambulance. I don't know if this is contagious. Maybe I'll give you a hug and then we can see that. Then I did some more dots that I filled in. Clearly. Now you see that one dot, the first one right there, how it's like not filled in so great? Yeah, I was kind of like, oh, I'm tired, so I'm gonna like stand back and you're not gonna notice it anyway, and it just works, right? But then you go up close and it's just like, oh my god, there's a space there. Oh my gosh, OCD. Ugh. Ugh. But I did this. Yeah, that's the end of it. The lighting wasn't so great either, because I had the sun come up, so that it changed my lighting completely.